We come here to verse 20 of the 4th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus, in the midst of a conversation with the woman at the well, has been sufficiently impressive toward her that she now declares that she sees, theorizes, is the literal Greek word there, theoreo, that Jesus is a prophet. He has said things to her that a person would not normally know, apparently a stranger to her, concerning her personal life. Not clear exactly what motivates this next question she raises. Is it mere deflection? Is she becoming uncomfortable with Jesus pressing into the inner sanctum of her personal life? Or is this a legitimate concern she has about the conflict that persisted at that time between those in Jerusalem, the Jewish population, and those in Samaria, who descended from a different stock and who took a different view of worship? One way or another, she raises this question, which was an ongoing question, a conflict between them, in which she says, hoi, this is the masculine, nominative, plural, hoi pateres. Pater is the word for father. This is the nominative, plural. Hoi pateras hemon, the personal pronoun, possessive, genitive. The fathers of us, in to ore, in the mountain, tuto, in this mountain, pointing, of course, off in the distance to Mount Gerizim, which was probably within view at the point where they were having this conversation, and a mountain that had, at least in the past, been a center for worship, and was therefore a place where the Samaritans believed appropriate worship should be offered. And so she says, our fathers in this mountain, prosakunesan. This is from proskuneo. Literally it means to bow down, to prostrate oneself, but of course in the broader sense it meant to worship. And so that's what she's saying. This is the third person plural, aorist, active indicative. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain. Kai humes, this is the nominative plural, personal pronoun, second person, you plural therefore, legata, second person plural of lego, I say, and you say, referring of course broadly to the Jewish people, this is the plural, hoti in Hierosolumois, in Jerusalem, esten, third person singular, ho topos, the place. Topos, of course, we have English words, topic even, as a word that comes from this, the place. So Jerusalem is the place. Hupo, adverb, indeclinable, where. Proskunein, this is the same word that we had over here. This is the infinitive, the present infinitive, the meaning of that being the place, day, where it is necessary to worship on an ongoing basis. So she raises this question that had been a ongoing conflict. Where are we to worship? Of course, the Samaritans only recognized the first 5 books of the Old Testament, and in those 5 books you don't read anything about Jerusalem being a center of worship. That doesn't come until the reign of David, who takes Jerusalem and makes it the central sanctuary. In the first 5 books, it was this Mount Gerizim that probably came as close as any to a proper venue for worship, and so the Samaritans had some claim to a kind of priority with respect to the place for worship, and she raises this at this point. Maybe it's just to deflect attention from the uncomfortable conversation and the direction it's going. Maybe she has a sense that conscience, to be unburdened, requires that there be a proper recognition of the proper place where worship is to occur. One way or another, Jesus, of course, is going to take up that question and respond to it and continue to press his point even more deeply into her soul.